Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Friar Talk podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about Ha-seong Kim, aka Ha-seong King, and just how valuable he is to the Padres right now as a depth piece. We know that for these next couple games, it's either going to be him or Jake Cronenworth starting at shortstop for the Padres. Fernando Tatis on the IL for who knows how long. We want that shoulder to be as healthy just as healthy as possible. Coming off right now he's on an MVP pace and we want him to be able to keep that up. But in the meantime, we're going to need some of these guys to step up. Some of these hungry guys such as Ha-seong Kim. Chase, you were bringing up a couple of interesting stats about Ha-seong Kim before we started recording. What do or do you want to bring up those stats?
Absolutely. So in his last 17 games while playing at shortstop when replacing Fernando Tatis, he has an 861 OPS and he's second in defensive runs saved, which means he's tearing the cover off the ball recently, and he's a really good shortstop. You can't get much better than that. And we know he's talked about how, Ha-seong Kim will probably finish off the year 240, 250. I think this is the time we're going to expect to see him start tearing the cover off the ball even more and kind of solidifying his place in this Padres offense. We signed him because he has superstar potential. I think we're going to start seeing that potential. We always said that, I think the only problem is that he's going to struggle to make contact with high velocity. This Rocky series, he hit a 97-mile-per-hour fastball into the second deck of Petco Park in, left center. His power was on full display. He also hit a double, clutch. I think it was bases loaded double. So I feel like he's going to solidify himself in this offense, himself as a player, and everybody that doubted him kind of saying that, I bet you the Padres regret making that offer to Ha-seong Kim. I don't think they do.
And they shouldn't. Why should they? We brought up his second defensive run save, and he hasn't even played all these games. He's mostly been a bench piece for the most part, and we see how many great plays he's made. He absolutely looks like a Gold Glove caliber player out there every single time he's on the field. We saw that jumping catch he made where people were like Ha-seong Kim Tees, kind of like a Tatis reminiscent kind of a play. Just a couple of stats and more stats that we want to bring up, or I want to bring up. Ha-seong Kim's hard hit percentage so far this year is at 30%. And if you compare that to Jake Cronenworth's is at 32%. So he's really close to Jake Cronenworth in terms of hard hit percentage. Medium hit percentage, Ha-seong Kim 46.9%. Jake Cronenworth's around 51%. So they're really close right there. And that's without Ha-seong Kim getting a bunch of major league reps while seeing all this major league pitching. Am I saying he's better than Jake? No, I love Jake. Jake is one of my favorite players for sure. Jake Cronenworth, we call him Jake Cronin, so love that guy. But just wanted to compare him to one of our best hitters in the lineup. And what I'm saying is Ha-seong Kim has the potential to be one of the best hitters in our lineup when he does get the opportunities. Brought up earlier or in one of the last episodes, his expected batting average was around 216 earlier this year. However, it's easy to forget that most of his hits come in some really clutch moments. He has a lot of timely hitting in his batting average. So he's been fantastic this year. I've loved having him out there. The Padres, the Friar Faithful loves him as well. I see a bunch of Ha-seong Kim praise on Twitter and everything. So that's really good to see. He goes out there, provides a lot of value for the Padres, especially off the bench. He's a great base runner. He's an amazing fielder, and he's finally starting to come around at the plate. Also, maybe Ha-seong Kim isn't Fernando Tatis. We all know he's not. But I mentioned earlier, he is definitely a starting shortstop on quite a bit of Major League Baseball teams. And it's hard to argue the value he brings to us. So, Chase, is there anything else you want to say about Ha-seong Kim, about the value he's provided to the Padres so far, maybe his future outlook? Because I think he's going to be a key piece for the Padres organization for years to come. And, you're right. There were a bunch of people saying maybe send him down, or I bet the Padres regret it. But the only reason I wanted him to be sent down is because I wanted him to get more Major League at-bats. And because I think he's a great player. I just wanted him to get some more at-bats so he can finally, really come into the major leagues and dominate. However, he's starting to show he really doesn't need more at-bats in the minors. He just needed some more time in the majors. So with that, Chase, what do you think?
Yeah, man. And the one thing we haven't mentioned yet is his versatility. He plays second, short, and third base, all with Gold Glove caliber defense. We've seen him make tons of plays at third, tons of plays at second, tons of plays at short that, maybe normal fielders of their position wouldn't be. But, we three great defensive players, so we kind of take it for granted sometimes. He can play, I believe, anywhere in the infield. And my dream, which it's not happening soon, sadly, because Eric Hosmer's still on the team, Cronenworth at first, Ha-seong Kim at second, Tatis at short, and Machado at third. That would be such a lockdown defense in the infield that you would be taking away so many hits and winning games just by defense standards alone. And then you add Ha-seong Kim's bat, which has been on fire lately, and if he continues with this trend, he'll be the next great Padre hitter, just off the bench or in his spot starts that he will be, just because he's finally adjusted to the major league pitching. So his versatility alone brings a lot of value, and so does his defense. And now that his bat's coming around, he's starting to live up to his contract and kind of the hype that was around him. So I'm very happy to see him on the team and kind of happy to see him grow. And hopefully he reaches that ceiling that he has. I kind of want to see him do it. And hopefully he can just continue this trend of growth.
Yeah, I think within the Friar Faithful, there's just a lot of panic, especially right now. However, it looks like there's kind of been a lot of panic throughout the season regarding, oh, man, I bet the Padres regret signing Ha-seong Kim now, or, man, we need to send down Ha-seong Kim. Something needs to happen with Ha-seong Kim. It's easy to forget this is his first year in the major leagues. I mean, people don't look at the KBO, and, I'm sure people think the KBO is like second or third to the major league, whatever it is, but nobody in the KBO is throwing the way Jacob deGrom is, or Brandon Woodruff, Corbin Burns. Gomber's having some really good outings. We just saw him absolutely rock Gomber. So, well, he only got one chance at Gomber, but he took advantage of it. So, we just got to be patient with the guy because we know his potential. He's showing his potential right now, how good of a player he can be. 861 OPS when Fernando Tatis is out. So he can be an amazing ball player in this league. We just got to be a little more patient. There's just a lot of panic right now in the Padres community. I know we're only 4 or 5 games up on the Reds, whatever it is, but I fully expect this team to at least make the wild card. The starting pitching needs to figure it out because, everything's going to ride on them. But I'm fully confident in having Ha-seong Kim either coming off the bench or starting come, September, October, whatever it is. So that's all I got on Ha-seong Kim. Huge fans. Obviously, we love the guy. We love the signing. We're hoping to love the signing for years to come. But Chase, any last thoughts?
Yeah, and I just want to say this because I know wearing him up, a couple of Padres fans are going to probably say he's not the spark that Tatis has. You're right. Ha-seong Kim isn't Fernando Tatis, but I feel like every time Ha-seong Kim has done something great, whether it be on offense or defense, the team just gets overwhelmed with joy and excitement. Like anytime Ha-seong Kim gets a home run, the whole dugout goes crazy. Anytime he brings up a major hit, the whole clubhouse goes crazy. Anytime he does anything good on defense, the whole clubhouse goes crazy. And sometimes you don't see that with other players. It's like when he succeeds, they're so happy for them that they get energetic and get going too. So he may not be Fernando Tatis with the spark he does on defense or offense, but he is still a spark that can be reckoned with.
Absolutely. Clubhouse loves Ha-seong Kim. You see it. You just see it from the dugout. You could just see how much everyone loves Ha-seong Kim. The fan base loves him. The team loves him. The team loves him. So, huge to have him on our team this year. Hope to enjoy him for these next couple years as well. But with that said, Ha-seong King, the King will live on. The King will, have a great year the rest of the way. He's going to fill in. He has some pretty big shoes to fill, and I think he's going to do it successfully. So thank you, everyone, for listening. Give us your thoughts on Ha-seong Kim. Whether you think he's going to be able to, be a great Padres asset for years to come. Subscribe to us if you haven't yet. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So thank you, everyone, for listening, and we'll talk to you guys soon.